Queens remained undefeated with 11-4 win over the Finns on Saturday. Fouled that one off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coming up tomorrow, the Pioneers will take on the Impact, 9:30 here on Field 2. It'll be the Queens and the Aquanauts over on Field 1 at 2:30 tomorrow. Which, regardless of the results here today, that will be a battle of the top 2 teams in the standings. Fouled away. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Earlier today on Field 1, the Rivermots knocked off the Circus 8-5. Here on Field 2, as the squeeze over the Slice 10-6. Field 1, the Rodeo and the Impact are just getting underway, and they'll be followed up by the Finns and the Sea Cows. Another 2-2. That one's grounded back to Barrera. She knocks it down. Will make the throw to first, and it is not caught at first base. So coming in to score is Lewis, and the Queens take a 1-0 lead on the E3. So no RBI for Blakely. She stands on first on the error. Desiderio now on third. Unearned run monster shows his face once again here for the Pioneers. The run can become earned later on in the inning, but as it stands right now, the first error has brought in a run for the Queens. The last thing you want to do is give one of, if not the best offense in the league, extra outs. Coming out to talk things over with the entire Pioneer infield. Beach was on assignment this past weekend, but she's back, along with assistant coach Lorelei DePue. Charlton batting .647. She's 11 of 17 with 9 runs scored, 8 runs driven in, 2 homers, 2 triples, and a double, and she's been walked 6 times. That's a .739 OBP through 6 games that she's played in. First pitch inside for ball 1, taking off and stealing second without a throw is Blakely. Fouled away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike.
Here we go, Chris. Here we go, babe. That's high. That's high. Here we go. Yes, kid. Yes, kid. Yes, side.
Swung through that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You're tall. You're tall.
That one's in there for a called strike 3. Corella gets a big second out here in the first inning. 2 outs, that brings up the catcher, Bella Ruggiero. Ruggiero batting .556, 10 of 18, 10 runs scored, 7 runs driven in, has a homer and 3 walks. First pitch backdoors in for a called strike. Oh, and 2. Ground ball, that's going to get through for a base hit into center field. 1 run will score. Blakely will score as well, and Ruggiero will slide in safely at second. Queens lead it now 3-0 on the 2 RBI single by Bella Ruggiero. Took second on the throw, and all 3 runs unearned for the Queens. So 2 outs, runner on second for Kirsten Amua. First pitch, Stewart's in the dirt for ball 1. Amua 6 of 16, batting .375 with 3 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, 3 walks on the season. 2-0 the count now. Going inside, and 4-pitch walk puts runners now on first and second with 2 outs. Deers just trying to get out of this inning. 3 runs are in for the first baseman, Sophia Grillo. Grillo 5 of 17, batting .294, 6 runs scored, 4 runs driven in, a homer and 5 walks. 455 OBP. Ruggiero on second, Amua on first. First pitch is a strike. Up to the minute standings entering this game. Queens in first place at 7-0. Aquanauts in second at 6-1. That one's grounded to short. Ruggiero avoids the ball. The throw is going to be in time from Shea for out number 3 to retire the side. We'll finish those standings in a little bit, but the Queens here in the first inning get 3 runs on 2 hits. There was one error, and 2 runners left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Queens lead at 3-0. This is CFGCL. Three 0 Queens as we head to the home half of the first inning. Here is the starting lineup for head coach Erica Beach and the Pioneers. They are 1-5 entering play today, tied for 10th, 5 games back in the loss column. As I mentioned, they won their first game of the season back on Saturday. Leading things off is the extra hitter Jet Harrell. Caprice Barella, the pitcher, will bat second. Batting third is first baseman Maddie Baker. Sydney Lamont, second base, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Ella Dawson, the right fielder. Valerie Combs, extra hitter, batting sixth. Gabby Evans, catching, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Kennedy Shea, the shortstop. Gwen Hall, left field, batting ninth. And Leah Sims, third base, batting 10th. They're facing the right-handed freshman out of Georgia Tech. She is in the portal, Maddie Furness. First pitch to Harrell, swung on and missed. 4 strike 1. Furness making her 5th appearance for the Queen. She's pitched 14 in a third innings with a 3-0 record. 6 runs allowed, 4 have been earned for a 1.95 ERA. 11 hits, 20 strikeouts, 7 walks, a 126 whip for Furness on the year. As a team, the Queens have allowed 15 runs, 13 earned through 7 games for a 1.98 ERA and a 139 team whip. It's fouled away, no balls and 2 strikes now on Harrell. Harrell, 5 of 15, 267 average, 3 runs scored with a double. 2 hit by pitches. Fouls that one off. As a team, the Neers have scored 31 runs in 6 games for a 301 average. They have a team on base percentage of 383. Again fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes. That's grounded to short. The stop made and unable to make the stretch and catch is Grillo at first. I think that's going to be an infield hit for Jet Harrell. Leadoff single starts things off for the Neers. First pitch, a called strike to Caprice Barella. Barella has been a pleasant surprise at the plate for the Neers. Batting .545, 6 of 11 with a run scored and an RBI. puts that bunt down. Fielded by the pitcher. The throw is going to be in time from Furness to get the out. So that's a sacrifice bunt for Barella. Farrell to second. And there's one away. One out now with a runner on second for Maddie Baker. Misses for ball one. Baker batting .455, 5 of 11, 3 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, has a double, and 3 walks. LBP at .571 entering play. Had 2 balls and no strikes. Nears trying to answer back. The Queens scored 3 in the top of the first. So again, those standings. Queens entering play in first place at 7-0. The Knots at 6-2 in second. Third place by themselves now. The Squeeze at 6-2. The Slice in fourth at 5-3. Impact and Rivermont's tied at 3-3 in fifth place. Finns, Rodeo, and Sea Cows all at 3 and 4. They're tied for 7th. Skeeters and Nears tied for 10th at 1 and 5, and the Circus in 12th at 1 and 7. Queens in their first year of play here in the FGCL in first place, and the Impact, the two-time defending champions, have now won 2 in a row, and they're back to 500. That comes in too low for ball 4. Baker draws the walk. And runs on first and second with 1 out for the second baseman, Sidney Lamont. Lamont batting .333, 6 of 18, 3 runs scored, 4 runs driven in with a homer, 2 doubles, and a strikeout. She has a .333 OBP as well. That one is crushed. Deep center field, back and gone. The longest home run we have seen here on Field 2 this season ties things up. Sidney Lamont, 3-run shot, is 3-3. Absolutely no doubt about that one off the bat of Sidney Lamont. Her second home run here in FGCL play, and RBIs 5, 6, and 7. And it's 3-3. The Nears can swing it. They're going to stay in this game. We need a few more of those. That will bring up Ella Dawson. First pitch to her is in the dirt for ball 1. Dawson batting .357, 5 of 14 with a run scored, 5 runs driven in, a homer, 2 doubles. Two balls, no strikes. Ground ball to third. Land is there. She makes a stop in the throw for the second out of the inning. Mentioned earlier that the wind is blowing out today here on Field 2, which has not been the case before here this season of the FGCL, but the wind had nothing to do with that home run by Sidney Lamont. So 2 out, nobody on now for the extra hitter, Valerie Combs. Combs 3 of 12, batting .250, with a couple of doubles and a couple of walks. one's lined through for a base hit into left field. Valerie Combs, 2-out single, keeps the inning alive here in the first. There's head coach Erica Beach, the Hall of Famer. Longest tenured head coach. She's been here every season for the Neers. The first pitch is in there for a strike. To Gabby Evans, catcher, who's 4 of 14, batting .286 with a run scored. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Force well the LBPs. That one comes in high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Evans lifts this one to center. There to make the catch is Lewis for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Pioneers tie things up here in the home half of the first inning. 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. We've played an inning. Queens and Pioneers knotted up at 3. This is the FGCL. Jemiah Byram will lead things off for the Queens. We're tied up at 3. First pitch to Byram comes in, almost hits her for ball 1. She gets squared around the bunt. Byram 6 of 21, batting .286 with 4 runs scored, 9 runs driven in, a homer, a double, and a sac fly on the year. Called strike, 1-1. Byram lines this one to deep left field, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Rounding first and standing up for the leadoff double is Jamira Byram. And it's been a seesaw affair so far through the first inning. C's back over to the Queen side. A leadoff double starts things off for Natalia Colon. Colon 3 of 15, batting .200, 5 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, 4 walks and a hit by pitch. But is fouled off for strike 1. through 2 over on field 1, the Rodeo and the Impact, no score. In a much calmer game so far. Two balls, one strike. Bunt pulled back, dropped too low. 3-1 the count. Umbrella asks Evans to come out and talk things over real quick. Wesley Pylon, the head coach of the Queens. Former all-conference player for both Baylor and LSU. As the Queens in first place. Too far inside for ball 4. There's now on first and second with nobody out as the lineup turns over for the Queens. Caprice Barella in the circle, a freshman at New Mexico in 2025 from Las Cruces, New Mexico. She had a 5.88 ERA for the Lobos in her freshman season. First pitch to Anna Land is bunted out and missed for strike 1. Barella pitched 25 innings, gave up 29 hits, 27 runs, 21 earned with 16 walks, 19 strikeouts, and an 0-3 record in the freshman season. It's low and in, 1 ball, 1 strike on Land. Land, a freshman at Georgia Military College this past season. She got a 377 with 33 RBIs, 8 homers, 14 doubles, and had a 420 OBP. And the count here 2-0, 2-1 I should say, and that's a ground ball knocked down at third. Off of Sims, and that's going to be an infield single for Anna Land. And the bases are now loaded with nobody out for the Queens. First base hit of the summer for Land. And Sav Lewis will now step in with an opportunity. The bases loaded, nobody out. She's singled and scored her first time. First pitch is bunted foul for strike 1. Lewis, a sophomore at Salt Lake Community College this past season. Looking for a 4-year home. Batted .362 for Salt Lake with 29 RBIs, 5 triples, 7 doubles, and 51 runs driven in. 51 runs scored, excuse me. Had a 404 OBP. She stole 14 bags as well. Slap foul at 1-2. Queen on every bag. Byram at third, Cologne at second, and Land on first.
Go, Sam. Y'all won. Y'all won. You win, big.
Another 1-2 pitch. Hits the outside corner for a called strike 3. And that's a big first out for Barella. Julia Desiderio now steps in. She was hit by a pitch and scored last inning. First pitch to her is a fly ball to deep center field. That one's back and off the wall. 1 run will score. All the runners had to hold up in case that ball was caught, so that will be a long RBI single for Julia Desiderio as she just missed a grand slam, but she does give the Queens the 4-3 lead. Desiderio, the newest Florida Gator, puts the Queens in the lead, and now Ava Blakely steps in. She reached on an error her first time. The first pitch is in there for a strike. Also came around to score. With Blakely, who was a freshman at Lamar this past season. They traveled all with the Tampa Mustangs from Wesley Chapel, Florida. Takes that inside, 1-1. Blakely batted .214 for Lamar this past season with 15 RBIs, a triple, 5 doubles, scored 16 runs, and had a .274 OBP. Bases loaded, 1 out. Inside, 2-1. Blakely bloops this one. That's going to fall for a base hit opposite way into right field. 1 run will score. And now runner caught between second and third. But Desiderio will get back to second. And back-to-back bases loaded singles have brought in 2 runs. It's now 5-3 Queens. Cologne came in to score. Bases remain loaded for Ty Charlton. Charlton, a freshman at Georgia in 2025. She batted .200 for the Bulldogs. First pitch. Inside for ball 1. Had 2 RBIs, a home run, and 5 runs scored for Tony Baldwin's squad. That one is skied to deep right field, and that will be foul. Had home run distance, but not quite the direction. Just to the right of the foul pole, down the right field line, 1 ball, 1 strike. We had a home run in our last game that went right over that right field foul pole. one bounces in, 2-1. The 3-1. Ground ball to short. Diving stop. Makes the throw. Gets the out at second. And now out at home is Desiderio. And the Pioneers get a couple of outs on the base paths. And in this inning, the Queens take the lead, but the Nears defense keeps it from being a disastrous top of the second for them. The Queens get 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We move to the bottom of the second, 5-3 Queens. This is the FGCL. Correction on the end of last inning, the Queens got 3 runs because a run did come in on that fielder's choice before the 2 outs were recorded. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. It is 6-3 Queens. Candy Shea will lead things off, bottom of the order for the Nears. Facing Maddie Furnace, the first pitch is fouled away for strike 1. Change out in the field for the Queens. Howell is your new left fielder. Shea loops this one in foul ground. It will fall foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Maddie Furnace in the circle for the Queens. Freshman at Georgia Tech this past year. She is in the transfer portal. Takes that one inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Shea. From Southington, Connecticut. The 7.71 ERA for the Yellow Jackets and a 1-2 record. The 16 in the 3rd innings pitched. 27 hits, 24 runs, 18 earned. Walk 17, struck out 3. Fly ball to Charlton and right. Makes the catch for out number 1. 2 of 8, batting 250, 3 runs scored, 3 runs driven in. Has a double, 2 walks, and she's been hit twice for a 500 OBP. First pitch is to the backstop for ball 1. Just missed 2-0. It's low and away, ball 4. So a 1-out walk for Gwen Hall. We'll bring up third baseman Leah Sims. Sims 2 of 12, batting 167 with an RBI. She's walked once. First pitch to her, fouled away, 4 strike 1. Top of the 4th, over on field 1, it's a pitcher's duel. No score between the Rodeo and the Impact. Came inside 3-1, and Ruggiero is going to go out to talk things over with Furness. Make sure that you're following the FGCL both on Twitter and Instagram. There's links in both those pages for your opportunity to contribute to the 2025 FGCL fundraising campaign. Help make this league and all leagues in the American Collegiate League the best it can be for all the players. Your contributions can help make that happen. Links are there. That one's fouled away, and the count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch comes in low for ball 4. So back-to-back walks puts runners on first and second. And back to top of the order in Jet Harrell. Harrell singled and scored her first time. Correction, this is a new batter for the Pioneers. third. So the bunt sack moves the runners to second and no, it doesn't. Excuse me, runner is out of third, so no sack. Fielder's choice. Now Harrell's out, and that will do it for the Nears here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 2 at 6-3. Queens with the lead. This is the FGCL. Okay, so Love batted. So are they bat 11?
Where'd you have Love at?
I don't have Love in the game.
Yeah, I don't have her in that.
Yeah, but she batted.
What she did?
She's the one who bunted it.
Oh, I had Hero.
Right. No, Harold's who grounded out.
Huh?
Yeah, that's
I had Harold in
Beach.
that bunted.
Erica Beach. Dang it.
Huh?
Okay.
Because I had L Sims, J Harold, and then C.
It should. Yeah, that's how it should have been. You guys just batted 11 people in your order.
I didn't do the DP, I just did it for two
You can only bet 10.
But you can only bat 10.
And then have her be in the first spot and she was up there. And then Love.
Yeah.
But you don't care what we do on defense.
No, on defense, no, but
Then have her go, like, so we put her in and then we bring them up and down. We'll put
Right.
the second hitter up.
okay. But you still batted 11 because Harold was the next batter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I
know.
I don't know, but because we're not set up to bat 11.
Oh, to do the DP.
Yeah. Well, you can do a DP, but
An EP.
right.
You can only have one of those.
You can have one of each, or
Yeah.
if the pitcher is batting, then you can only have one. You're right. So just don't have Love bat again unless she enters for somebody. Okay.
So, on the, okay, so that ended. K-Shay flew out.
What did Harold do? Harold did what was the last out of that?
Ground out to pitcher.
Okay.
So that was Harold?
That was Harold. So just have
So who did the bunt?
Love did.
Okay, so then, okay.
So have
Which I can change the batter to whoever on here. It's not gonna matter.
okay. So Love had the bunt. It was a fielder's choice. And then Harold did the 1-3. That's a single for
Wait. I lied. No, I can't do that. Man. I lied. No, it won't let me do that.
Okay. Just get rid of the Love bunt and just have Harold's ground out be there, and that'll be the third out.
I can't though, because that was the second out was on that play. It's like someone's got to be hitting that ridge.
Okay.
But since that was supposed to be Harold's spot, it won't let me move or expel
Okay.
it.
So get rid of that play and do that as a double. Let's do a double play. And Harold hit to a double play.
Oh, like hit ground ball.
Yeah. Just do like 1, 4,
Yeah.
3 double play.
Okay, good.
So back-to-back singles for the Queens start things off here in the bottom. In the top of the third. They lead it 6-3. So Rogerio and Amula reach. Sophia Grillo is the batter. 0 for 1 with a ground out. First pitch is high for ball 1. Grillo, sophomore in 2025 at South Carolina, and she is in the transfer portal. Redshirting this past year for the Gamecocks. Two balls and a strike. Ground ball to second. Lamont makes a nice backhanded play. Throws to second. 4-1. Gets the force out at the bag there. Runners now on the corners with 1 away. So Grillo reaches on the fielder's choice. Runners on the corners now, 1 out for Jamira Byram. She doubled and scored her first time. Byram, a sophomore at Liberty in 2025. From Henderson, Kentucky. Byram batted .194 for the Flames with 5 RBIs, a home run, a triple, 2 doubles, and 10-run score. Line to second. That one's snagged by Lamont, and the Nears turned the double play on the line drive. For the Queens here in the third, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third, 6-3. Queens with the lead. This is the FGCL. Baker, Lamont, and Dawson due up for the Nears here in the third. It is 6-3 Queens. Baker walked and scored her first time. That's a ground ball to short. Byron has it, makes the throw for out number 1. Bring up Sydney Lamont, who crushed a 3-run homer her first time. Sophomore at Green Bay. From Burnsville, Minnesota. Batted .232 for the Phoenix with 17 RBIs, 2 homers, 6 doubles, and 10 runs scored. Fly ball and a diving catch made by Charlton in foul ground for out number 2. The play by Ty Charlton, laying out to make that grab. Had a long run into foul ground. Made the diving catch, and there's 2 away for the right fielder, Ella Dawson. First pitch is a strike. Dawson's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Dawson, a freshman at New Mexico this past season. From Aldie, Virginia. Batted .213 with 12 RBIs, 3 homers, and 5 runs scored for the Lobos. One swung on a miss, 1-2. Fouled away, stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As rain begins to fall here in Bradenton. Looks like it's just going to be a passing shower. 2-2 is skied back behind the second base bag. Amua will reach out and make the play for out number 3 to retire the side. The Nears go down in order here in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We played 3. Queens lead it 6-3. This is the FGCL. We head to the fourth inning. Queens with a 6-3 lead over the Pioneers. Talia Colon leading things off for the Queens. First pitch misses for ball one. For the new pitcher for the Pioneers, Lillian Berry will take over for Caprice Barella. Barella went 3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, 3 earned with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Berry so far here in the FGCL, making her 5th appearance for the Neers. She's pitched 9 2/3 innings with an 0-2 record. She's given up 20 runs, 9 have been earned. A 6.52 ERA, 17 hits, 9 Ks, 10 walks, 279 whip. There's strike 3-1. Redshirt sophomore at Charlotte, where she transferred from North Alabama. At a 7 ERA for the 49ers, an 0-1 record, 14 innings pitched, 19 hits, 15 runs, 14 earned, with 16 walks without a strikeout. Ground ball to second, and it gets past Lamont for a base hit. Malone has now reached twice. On a walk and a single. And it's back to the top of the order, and the third baseman, Anna Land. Land 1 for 2, single and scored in the second. Grounded out in the first. Pitch fouled back for strike 1. As quickly as it began, the rain has stopped. Ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit into left. And back-to-back singles for the Queens here in the fourth. And DeSoto is threatening to add to their 6-3 lead. Sav Lewis now the batter, 1 for 2. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. Single and scored back in the first inning, struck out in the second. That and fouled off the plate. And we're coming up next here on field 2 at 2:30. It'll be the Skeeters and the Aquanauts wrapping up day number 9 here in the FGCL. Lewis takes this to center field, there to make the catch. Is Harrell. And there's 2 away. Excuse me, there's 1 out. Julie Desiderio. 1 for 1. Was hit by pitch and scored in the first. Had an RBI single in the second. Hits the inside corner, 2-2. That one bounces away from Evans behind the plate. The wild pitch moves both runners in the scoring position now. And the count is full, 3-2 on Desiderio. That one's lined, and that's fair down the left field line. 1 run will score. Here comes Land. She will score as well, and that is a 2 RBI double for Julia Desiderio. And the Queens now lead it 8-3. Now 3 RBIs on the day for Desiderio. She stands on second with Ava Blakely about to step up. Blakely 1 for 2, reached on an error and scored in the first, had an RBI single in the second. Total runs scored in this one. Over on field 1, no runs have been scored. They're in the top of the 6th, still scoreless between the Rodeo and the Impact. The 2-1 is to the backstop. Another wild pitch moves the runner to third. Count now 3-1. Inside for ball 4. The ball bounces away, and coming in to score on the wild pitch is Desiderio. Well, that was not ball 4. And that one is back and gone. Carissa Howell. And makes it 10-3. Queens with the lead. So Howell, her first plate appearance of the day, goes yard. Queens have scored 4 here in the inning. It's 10-3. Ty Charlton steps in. The first pitch to her is fouled away for strike one. Charlton's 0 for 2 and an RBI fielder's choice in the second. Low and in, 2-1. That one's grounded to short. The throw is in time from Shea. Baker held the bag, and there's 2 away. Bring up the catcher, Bella Rosario. She's 2 for 2, 2 singles and 2 runs driven in. Hard hit ball to first. That's knocked down by Baker, but she won't be able to collect it in time. Third hit of the day for Ruggiero. Infield single.
Hey, we worked out. Hey, 2-1, here we go. Hurry, drop 3.
Bring up Kirsten Amua. 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Bounces in, and Ruggiero was taken off with the pitch, a stolen base. Low and in, 2 balls, no strikes. Nua, who growing up in Japan, played Japanese baseball before family moved to Hawaii, and she took up softball. Ground that one to second. Lamont is there to stop in the throw for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Queens add to their lead here in the 4th. So they get 3 runs on, they got 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 10-3. Queens with the lead. This is the FTCL. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning, 10-3. Queens with the lead. Valerie Combs to lead things off. It's Combs, Evans, and Shea. Maddie Furnace back out for her fourth inning of work. The first pitch fouled away for strike one. Furnace threw 3 innings. Has given up 3 hits and 3 runs, all earned. Three walks and no strikeouts. But has kept the Nears off the board since a 3-run homer by Sidney Lamont back in the first inning. 2-1 is grounded, and that one goes right through the legs of Land at third. The first error of the day for the Queens puts the leadoff man on for the Nears here in the fourth. So we'll bring up Gabby Evans with nobody out and a runner on first. Evans is 0 for 1 with a flyout. Evans in the transfer portal at Ball State this past season for her junior year. The Whiteland, Indiana native. He's also played at Western Michigan and Michigan State. He was 1 for 10 this past year for Ball State. It's outside. They throw it back behind Combs. She's back at first. Evans lifts one into right field, and tracking it down is Charlton in right. There's one away, and that's the second really nice play in the outfield in foul ground by Charlton. Had a long way to run, tracked it down, and there's one out. First pitch is a strike to Kennedy Shea. She's 0 for 1 with a flyout. That a missed 0-2. Shea from Plant City, Florida. Incoming freshman heading to Georgia Southern. That's too far around on that check swing for strike 3. And there's 2 away. First strikeout of the day by Maddie Furnace. 2 outs. That brings up Gwen Hall, the left fielder. She walked her first time. First pitch is in the dirt. Hall, the Roland, Arkansas native. Freshman at McNeese this past year. Batted .214 for the Cowgirls with 5 RBIs, a homer, 3 doubles, and 5 runs scored. go. Hall, fly ball, ranging back and making an over-the-shoulder catch is Byram for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Nears here in the fourth, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We played 4, 10-7. Queens with the lead. This is the FGCL. Top of the 5th inning, 10-3. Queens with the lead. The first pitch to Sophia Grillo is outside for ball 1. New outfield for the Nears. You have Harrell in left, Love in center, Dawson in right. In the infield, Sims at third, Shea at short, Lamont at second, Hall at first, and the new catcher is Combs. Lillian Berry back out now for her second inning of relief. Gave up 4 runs on 5 hits in the first inning of relief. That one's a ground ball to short. Shea makes a stop in the throw for out number 1. Maya Byram now steps in. She is 1 for 2. Double and a run scored in the second, line into a double play in the third. Puts down a bunt. Berry will field it, and Lamont doesn't reach first base in time to receive a throw. So an infield single on the bunt for Jemira Byram. Puts a runner on for Natalie Colon, who is 1 for 1, walked and scored in the second, single and scored in the fourth. That one's lined to center field, and that's down for a base hit. Byram will stand on third. Runners on the corners with 1 out on the single by Talia Colon, who is now 2 for 2 on the day and has reached base 3 times. So back to the top of the order, and Anna Land. Land 2 for 3. A couple of singles, a couple of runs scored. Trying to put this one into run rule territory for the Queens. Up 7 as we are playing here in the top of the 5th inning. Fouled off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's drilled through the 5-6 hole in the left field. RBI single for Anna Land, her 3rd hit of the ball game. And it's 11-3. Queens with the lead as Byram comes in to score. First pitch to Sav Lewis. Misses for ball 1. Lewis is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Three and 1 the count. That bunt is down. Collected. The throw is in time from Sims, charging in from 3rd for the 2nd out of the inning. So that'll be a sacrifice bunt for Lewis. So Plan and Cologne move up. For Julia Desiderio, a slow roller to short. Stop made by Shea. The throw is not picked up. And that's an E6. Desiderio reaches. Cologne scores. No RBI. Runners now on the corners and 2 outs. It's 12-3. First pitch a called strike to Carissa Howell, who hit a home run her first time up last inning. Ground ball to short. Bobbled. Now the out is made at 2nd. So Howell reaches on an error, and then Desiderio is out after she rounded 2nd too far. that does it for the 5th inning here for the Queens. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 errors and 2 runners left on. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Nears have to score a couple of runs to keep the game going. It's 12-3. This is the FGCL. Leah Sims leading things off for the Nears here in the 5th. Correction on that last inning. The Queens scored 3, so it is now 13-3. So the Nears will actually have to score 3 in this inning to avoid the run rule. That's a base hit for Leah Sims, starting things off here in the 5th inning. Maddie Furness went 4 innings in the circle for the Queens. Gave up 3 hits and 3 runs that were all earned. Three walks and a strikeout. Jet Harrell now steps in, runner on first, nobody out. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. New pitcher for the Queens is Ella Brooks. Right-hand freshman from Northern Iowa Area Community College in the portal. 2 balls and no strikes. Excuse me, 3 balls, no strikes. Brooks making her 6th appearance. She's pitched 16 2/3 innings with a 3-0 record. 7 runs that have all been earned. A 3.59 ERA, 11 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 12 walks. 168 the whip. And the walk puts 2 on. With nobody out. That will bring up Lillian Berry. At the plate this year for the Nears, Berry is 1 of 7 with a run scored. She's been walked twice. First pitch is in there for a strike, and they'll throw back behind the runner at second into center field. And now Sims is caught between home and third, and she's going to be out at third. So Sims will get a stolen base, but then be thrown out trying to advance home. No balls and 2 strikes now with 1 away. There he swings and misses at strike 3. And the Nears are down to their final out. Maddie Baker's up. First pitch to her is a ground ball to second. Amua sticks with it, makes a throw, and going down to make the catch is Grillo. And they are going to challenge whether or not Grillo held onto the bag there. So hold on 1 second. So after the challenge and the overturn, Harrell comes in to score. It's now 13-4. And Jed Harrell is at the plate. First pitch low and in for ball 1. Lamont, 3-run homer in the first. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lamont holds off on that one, 2-2. Once again, the Nears down to their final strike. Got a reprieve on the replay overturn to extend the game. 2-2. Lamont grounds this one foul. We'll do it again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lamont with a ground ball to short, gonna have to hurry. Will not have a play. Will Byram, so that'll be an infield single for Sydney Lamont. Dawson at the plate. 0 for 2. Call strike. The game extending run is on first base for Sidney Lamont. Two is high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch to Ella Dawson. Fouled off. Salem stays live. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dawson stays alive to foul that one off. That got a piece of Ruggiero, and she is in pain back behind home plate.
Yeah, we can get some.
Julia's coming in. Bloody, very bloody.
So we are going to have the new catcher come in. That foul ball came back and got the bare hand of Ruggiero behind home plate. So the Queens are having to make a change behind home plate. So a new catcher coming in for the Queens for what they hope is just one pitch. Julia Desiderio enters. We'll get a couple warm-up pitches. Now the payoff. Dawson fouls it off in the left field corner. We'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. It's a 9-run game. That ball is popped up behind the second base bag. Amua ranges over. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side and end the ball game. For the Nears here in the 5th, they get 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on. Their final score is 13-4 Queens in 5 innings. For the Queens, they get 13 runs on 13 hits. They committed 2 errors, and they left 5 runners on. For the Nears, they get 4 runs on 5 hits. They committed 3 errors and left 6 on base. Again, your final score in 5 innings, 13-4. Queens with the victory. With the win, the Queens improved to 8-0. They remain undefeated. The Pioneers fall to 1-6. Coming up next, it's the final game here on field number 2, as it'll be the Skeeters taking on the Aquanauts. That's starting at 2:30, and we'll have it here for you. Until then, I'm Tom Canterbury, and this is the FGCL.